The next race is called the blind folk. So humans but with long finger and mouse-like heads with no eyes. They lived underground and went extinct because, quote, the glacial constriction of their world's continental plates snuffed out the shelters one by one. Next are the lopsiders. Any of remember Flat Stanley, so this is very similar. Oh, what the fuck is that thing? They had flat organs, only one of their arms worked. The reason they looked like this is because they had 32.6 times the amount of gravity compared to Earth. On the Jovian moon lived the Striders. That moon had 1/5 of Earth's gravity. They were able to change their skin color to reflect light. But if one of them fell, they would shatter like glass. All of them were eaten by other creatures of that moon. So these guys were called finger fishers. They lived on an archipelago world. Their fingers grew long and like hooks which they used to fish. Their teeth adapted for this, making a muzzle-like mouth. Next are the hedonists. They were made for a life of pleasure. These guys had it pretty good since the Q spoiled them. They could only have children if they mated with multiple suitors after a long time. They didn't let pregnancy or daisies from you know.
Side note: you'll already know the text-to-speech bugging. But the insectophagi were a race of small humans with lizard tongues. They ate insects, and that's why they're called that. They never found sentience and all died. The spacers were the descendants of star people that escaped the Q. They lived inside asteroids, and they moved around by farting. The ruin haunters were human-like but had the minds of apes. They started to get smarter and poked around the ruins of the star people. They also started building cities and went a lil crazy. They believed they were the one true descendants of the star people. The Q had left all of Theseus' species by this point, and most either evolved or died out. We're only gonna cover one of those evolved species in this video. The snake people, descendants of the worms. They were long snake-like creatures with a single pelvic hand. They gained intelligence and wore clothes, listened to music, and had tunnel-like roads.
Like and sub. Part 3 will come out soon.